Hello, everybody, and welcome back to this series on my channel. I wanted to get you guys through the first update first before I start working on too much and basically finish the whole thing. So, what I've done in between last video and this one is I've added this lake, as you can see, and did some terraforming around it, added some trees to get this like view of the coaster from across the lake, which I think looks very cool. Just getting the main elements in just one big picture before it goes into the, in my opinion, less good part of the ride. But yeah, I also custom supported up until the corkscrew element that we have there. And I think the custom supports turned out great. I also did some night lighting, which I'll show you later. But for now, I'm gonna get you through this update. So, yeah, as you can see, we've done some terraforming, some tree planting, just to make this area look a bit more natural. In last video, I told you guys about like the square supports, which I did make here. I ended up making them, which I think they turned out great. I love the supports that I made for this element, and also from that one over there, and this one. I just like the first half of the coaster a lot. I don't know, I've been like holding off on making the second part because it's, in my opinion, the less good part of the ride. But it's still, it's fine, it works. And I changed up the ending by giving it an outer bank instead of sort of a wave turn into the brake run. And while it's going over the brake run, I might as well show you the station, because I did build a roof, like a simple roof, simple station building. I didn't have like I said in the last video, I didn't have a certain theme I wanted to go for, so I just did a generic, oddly shaped roof with some lights above and underneath the coaster to light it up during nighttime, which is a great segue into showing you the night lights for this ride that I've had installed. So as you can see, the coaster in the station, the cars are lit up. It's only that part. I'm probably gonna add blue lights like I added here, all around the normal part of the queue. And when this coaster goes, I'll show you what I've done, because I've done a little bit of a trigger sequence to make lights go on when it goes over the first main element, which I'll just go ahead and go to. I think it's here. You get like the best view. So yeah, you're about to see what I mean with the lights. So yeah, I think they look cool. I'm not sure if I want to do it all the way through the top hat, or like top hat. I don't know what it's called. It's like a weird junior. It's not even inversion. The game counts it as an inversion, but it's not. I don't know. I think having it till there is fine, because the rest is like with this very subtle blue light, it's lit up. So I think it's fine. And also from like the end of the lake, you can't really see it because it's, I don't know how that works, but you're about to see. So yeah, from the lake, it does still light up, but it's just a little less. And then as you can see, the rest is just like blue light everywhere, which I think is just way more subtle than having the entire thing in a pink light package. And yeah, the only other thing I did was, like I said, I added flannels to the supports to make them more realistic. And I support it till here. And probably in the next update, the supports are going to be fully done. And I'm going to be starting working on the queue and the main plaza, which you can see here. So yeah, see you in the next update. Alright, welcome to the second part of the video, which we go into the final update of this episode. I'll give you guys a little tour, show you what I've been working on, and then I'll leave you guys probably with a final POV, just like last time, just to show the progress. So yeah, as you can see, the coaster supports are coming along nicely. It's almost completely finished now. Only this final overbank turn, and then as you can see, we've added a final brake run, transfer track, and a maintenance shed. But let's start at the beginning, which is, you know, this angle that we started on, in which you can see exactly what more I've added in terms of not being supports, which isn't a whole lot. So yeah, as you can see, I've done a little bit of work on the plaza. I've added this little planter thingy with 2 trees. It's very simple stuff, as well as a fence here, which you can't really see because it's dark, but I'll switch it to daytime, but this works for now. Yeah, I've added this little door to the backstage, which connects to this door here, which will give you access to the maintenance shed. So that's just all, you know, realism stuff, for as much realism as you can get in this game, which doesn't always work out, but yeah. So then we go over here. Don't look at that, that's for later. We've got a name for the ride. It's Aquarius, and I still am not 100% certain. A theme, backstory, I don't know. Lore, I don't think I'm gonna do anything special like that. I just wanted to create a cool looking sign, which I think it worked. I never really tried out lighting like this before, which is just putting lights under the ground at a certain angle and making the lights blend with each other. Also, you can see the roll through it, which I think is very nice. So yeah, as we go in here, you'll see the second part which I've done, which is the launch animation. So now it'll have a little wind up, and then when it launches, I don't know why that one went out earlier, the light will follow the coaster like it did on the first half of the loop. And then for the rest, it's just mainly been custom supports, kind of terraforming the area more, which you can see on that side. And obviously the transfer track, which I'll get to in a bit. I don't know if I had this airtime hill done in the last update. I don't think so, but I do like these supports kinda. Perfectly not symmetrical, which is kind of bad, but I mean the entrance is different than the exit, so I guess it doesn't matter that much. Same with this support over here, which I kind of proud of. I don't know what's with it, but like there's so many so many coaster track is being held up by just this like archway. Like you have this like it's not a stangle dive. I don't know exactly what to call this. It's just like a very weird turn. But all of that is being held up by this archway, and also this entire outer banked airtime hill is being held up by that archway. And I like the way it goes through the archway like that. Then we have this inversion, which now I think with the supports it looks way better than it did without the supports, and especially from the pathway, this now really gives off like a power shot of the coaster, especially when it comes through. I don't know when that's gonna happen since it's only there in the launch now, so we have a little bit of time. So I can go to this part, which it goes under the terrain a bit, like it goes into a little bit of a trench, and then just this turn overbanked and then into the final brake run, which will go into the maintenance area of the coaster, which I'll visit after we get this shot right here. Let's put it on pause. So yeah, this shot's really nice. And this is probably the only part of this coaster you'll see. I'll put a bunch of trees and fencing here so you won't be able to see behind this. So it will basically be this inversion that you can see. And then that part of the layout. So that's still like a good 1/3 of the ride that you don't really see before you get on it, which I think is fine. I think it adds a bit of mystery, you know? And also, when you're in the queue, you will be able to see it, of course. You'll be able to see all of the ride from the queue, which is also fine. Unless I fence it off, that could be something that you still don't see it because I fence it off here. I'm just thinking now of what I can do for next episode. But yeah, let's go into the maintenance area, which is right here. As you can see, there's a transfer track. I'm gonna go out of touch it cam actually for this, so I can show you guys better, and I'm gonna turn it to daytime. Oh, that blinded me. So yeah, as you can see, there's the gate and then the pathway to the maintenance shed, which isn't very accurate because I made it look like the Hyperia one, like sort of, as in it's just a box. It doesn't really need a lot of teaming, I feel like. But then I saw a video of the inside of Hyperia's maintenance shed, and it doesn't actually have tracks, so this is basically useless, which is fine, you know. But for now, I think the realism part doesn't apply to the maintenance track, which is fine. However, for the maintenance or for the transfer track, I just did a very simple one. Nothing special about it, really. Just plot down a bunch of sports. So yeah, that's basically it for that track. We're gonna go back to the launch track because I've added a custom rail, custom catwalk, because I don't like the in-game ones. So I'm also gonna have to do that for the final break run. So yeah, if we come back to the station exit, you'll be able to walk down these stairs. And then this will be a photo booth, so you have to walk past the photo booth. And yeah, that's about it, I think, for this episode. So yeah, hopefully I'll get this out like in a short period of time. It's already been like 3 or 4 weeks at the time of recording this. Just a lot has been happening. Um yeah, so if you guys want to see a part 3, let me know please, because I actually like when I uploaded the first episode, I didn't think I was gonna do a second one. Um but then it got like pretty good like feedback. So I was like tempted to just make a second one because people clearly were like watching it, which is nice. I like that. But yeah, if you guys want to have a part 3, let me know in the comments. Like the video, subscribe if you wanna. Nothing has to. You don't have to, of course. But yeah, I'll see you guys in the next episode. Hopefully. Bye bye.